Alright, so I just finished my lunch in Frostburg at that cute little place. A good hot dog and hamburger. And I sat and watched 1309 steam while I ate. You gotta like that. It's a little chilly up here today, but at least the sun's coming out and it's not raining today. We were getting rained on pretty bad yesterday. So now the conditions are a little better. I'm gonna just take a walk along the train. This is actually a bike path here. I'm not sure the name of it. I should know that, but I don't. I'm just gonna walk along the train and let you guys see it out here. And we've got this little rail speeder here with these cars behind it hauling the rail bikes. So we saw them pull into the station in Cumberland right before we took off behind 1309. And they're pulled by this rail speeder back up to here. It's a pretty steep climb. I heard it's 1.7% grade from Cumberland up to Frostburg here. But you can imagine riding from here back down to there is probably pretty easy. These look like a lot of fun. That's something I'd like to do someday.
TracksandYaks.com.
What's it called?
TracksandYaks.com.
All right, I will definitely be checking that out. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
All right, tracksandYaks.com. I think I sense another visit up to here someday, guys. What do you think? I'd like to do these, and I'd like to bring my e-bike up as well. Probably take a lot of that battery to get the e-bike up here, but it looks like a nice, easy ride back down. I bet you these things are really easy to pedal. You don't have the same kind of rolling resistance that you do with regular bike tires on gravel trail like this. This trail is this packed gravel for a lot of it, and then parts of it are paved. Looks very much like the D&L trail by me in terms of conditions. So that'd be really good for biking. And you get some really beautiful views. What's different about here versus my area is this trail and this train are really up in the mountains, where everything by me rides down by the river. So you get a lot of really scenic views from the hills, looking across the valleys, a lot of open landscapes when you come to clearings in the trees. I think I'd really enjoy riding up here. And you're taking a look at the two dome cars. This was the one I had to walk through to get to my open air car. Very luxurious, and it's even got some private rooms. These windows on the front of it, those are private rooms. So if you got yourself some real money, you can really ride in style. And then you got this dome car here, very similar to what Lehigh Gorge Scenic Railroad has, that I rode in just 3 days ago. And a lot of train rides in already this year. I love it. And back here we just have our regular coaches. They're branded Western Maryland. I mean, I have nothing against coaches. I just prefer to ride in different kind of cars. I am a big fan of the open air cars. It's definitely chilly in that open air car today. That's all right. I can deal with the cold better than I can deal with the heat. Then you can see the train diverges from the trail here. It goes that way. The trail goes this way. It does pick it up later. This trail is very steep here. You practically coast back to Cumberland. And this is what I mean about the views. Take a look at this here. The only time I remember a view like this was when we rode the narrow gauge train out in Ashland, Pennsylvania 2 years ago. Similar kind of view with windmills up on the ridge. Let's just take a look. Alright, I'll just take a walk a little closer to the back of the train here. Can't get too close. Oh wow, the trail does something really cool ahead. Let's look at the train and then I'll show you what the trail does. I like what I'm seeing, it's really neat. Got the Western Maryland diesel number 501. That'll more or less be pulling us back to town. 1309 at that end really won't be doing the work at that point, although I'm sure we'll hear that lovely whistle. That's a really nice diesel. That's a GP30. That's the same kind that I spent my childhood driving around my N-scale layout. I had a chassis system Jeep 30 with the typical rainbow color scheme with the cat logo. Still one of my favorite trains ever. So here's what I wanted to show you with the trail. This looks so fun. I almost wish I was taking a bike back instead of the train, but I have to come back with the bike sometime. It's like riding Pikes Peak with all these switchbacks here. Look at this. I don't want to try to go up that, but let's see, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hairpin turns and then a 90-degree turn into the parking lot down there. That's pretty impressive. And you've got this magnificent view the whole way down, although you probably should watch the trail more than the scenery at that point. I don't even want to think about pedaling uphill on that on anything but an e-bike. So that's going to wrap up this short video, just walking the length of the train in Frostburg, Maryland, and then checking out the trail. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you down the tracks.